All right, we have our finger joints laid out, and we have our zigzag pattern. And what we need to do now is to remove the waste. And the method we're going to start with is using the back saw and the bench vise to cut down into from the end to the shoulder line, and then we're going to need to stop there, and we're going to need to pay attention to both sides of the wood. So when we're doing this, we're going to start by looking at the back and make sure that we don't blow through either the floor line or the shoulder line, no matter which side that we're on. So let's bring the camera around to here. I'm going to start by putting the thumb right here on the line to make sure that we stay on the waist side of the line, and very lightly start making a groove with the saw blade on the waist side of the line. And you need to make sure that you're looking so that you can see both this side of the line and that side of the line. Once you've gone far enough down, you can start to drop your hand and cut across the end grain. And then make an aggressive cut on the front side, which is easier to see than the back side. And you can go back and forth, making sure to watch both sides so you don't go through any lines, no crossing lines. Let's see how we doing here. Okay, smidge further on that side, and a smidge on this side. Okay, let's see how this is turning out. We have a little bit of wood on the waist side of the line cut down and just nicked the shoulder line there. This side needs to go a smidge further. That looks pretty good. Now, we need to finish getting this out, and because it's on the end, we can turn sideways and cut down from the other side. Again, putting the thumb right on the line to make sure that we're on the waist side of the line, because you don't want to cut through the thumb, and you want to make sure you have your thumb behind the teeth. Alright, and you want to be cutting parallel to the shoulder line here. And if you're not, you need to adjust soon before you go too far. Alright, and once we have that started, we can continue cutting down until we reach our previous cut there. Alright, and once it pops out, then we're done that. And oh, I chipped it. Bother. Now, this corner might have some waste that needs to be gotten out, and you can use a chisel to square up that corner there. Just take out that corner waste with your chisel that you need to make sure that you have sharpened. And you can pare from the side, no need for chopping. Alright, that guy looks relatively square. There's a little bit there that needs to be gotten out. And we can clean this up with this. And that looks halfway decent. A little bit more paring. Alright, so that's the first of the wastes taken out. Not too bad. We'll see how much more we have to take out here. I see a little bit extra on the side, but once we're testing them together. And we can see that we've taken one out here where this is going to be the finger that fills that slot. But we can't test it out until we take out more of them. Now let's take a look at this one. What happens if you have to cut down between two fingers and you can't just go in from the shoulder to get out this last line? Well, the starting point is the same. Alright, got a little bit more to do on this side. Same thing here with this guy, making sure to stay on the waist side of the line. Smidge more. All right, now, how do we get this out across the bottom? Well, we can use a coping saw, which allows a curved cut. Back up top, and saw, and open the doorway to cut through there. And the tricky part about this one is that it's very easy to accidentally cut through one side, but not the other side. Think that you're cutting straight across, but really you're cutting on an angle. All right. There we go. Cut out most of that, and now we can turn it the other way. So we've got most of this waste out. And you can see that there is going to be a little bit of cleanup to be done here and here on the side and at the bottom on both sides, and we're going to need to do that with a chisel. So I'm going to clamp this down to the side here, and we don't want to chisel straight down into the table. So we're going to take our chisel, and you want to make sure that your chisel can fit in there. And then we can start paring on this side here. And you don't want to do too much, especially before you reach a point where you can actually test and you've done both sides of the joint. So a little bit of pairing of the obvious stuff that has got to go. Is in order, but too much more than that is really a bad idea. So we got the side there. Get this other side a little bit. And chop down into the end grain there. We're going to need a hammer for this. Do some chopping to go straight down. And you need to make sure that you do not angle that. And once you get part way down, you flip this over because you don't want to blow out the back side. And we'll go from the other side, making sure not to cut through the line. Alright. Flip that out. And we have 2 fingers pretty well done. And we'll have a little bit more cleanup to do, but that's okay. And next we'll look at the other one and how to get those out.